Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Soren Review. Normally on a Monday, we would be talking about the race that happened on Sunday, and I was going to do that. I was going to talk about the truck race, which John Hunter Nemechek was able to beat out his teammate Kyle Busch again, and then I was also going to talk about Alex Bowman and how he won at Richmond, beat Denny Hamlin, and Joey Logano, right, the main three. And then I realized that this was a boring race, and I didn't really feel like talking about it. So what I decided to do was I wanted to talk about something that's been on my mind, and it's the points of the NASCAR Cup Series. Because we're already now with Richmond done, we are a quarter through the regular season. Exactly. We have completed 9 of the 36 races. And I think this is a perfect time to look at the points, look how they stand, because after this race, there are only 16 races left of the regular season, and while that does sound like a lot, we still have to start looking towards the playoffs, especially considering that 8 of the 16 playoff spots are already taken up by NASCAR winners. Other than that, let's get started. So, currently, the points leader is Denny Hamlin. And I'm going to be looking at the points how they stand with the regular season championship. So I'm not going to put all the winners, the 8 winners, in the top 8 spots, right? So Michael McDowell, for example, and we'll talk about him later. He is 17th in points currently. So we'll work off that. But the points leader is Denny Hamlin. He has 434 points over Martin Truex Jr. He has an 81-point lead. Denny Hamlin has finished top 5 in 8 of the 9 races and an 11th place finish at Homestead. He has been very consistent. We saw that again at Richmond. We know he's going to win. We know he's going to win. There's no way he doesn't win. I know you're probably saying, well, he's probably just going to keep finishing top 5. He's going to win no matter what. Even if it's at Daytona or Talladega, he's going to win. It's now whether he can stay at the top of the points format because Martin Truex Jr. is in second. He's 81 points back. Joey Logano is 82 points back, right? He's only 1 point behind Martin Truex Jr. Both have proven very good speed. As for those three, expect them to easily make the playoffs. And, I expect all of them. If Denny Hamlin falls off, right, but then as the season progresses, and Logano and Truex are going to be there to take advantage. William Byron is at fourth. Now, William Byron, since Homestead, Miami, has finished top 10 in all of the races since his win. He's 124 points back, and while that sounds like a lot, right, he is fourth, right? He's doing very well. Very good for his third season in the NASCAR Cup Series, right? He already has 2 wins. He's done very well. Very impressive. Ryan Blaney's fifth. Got that win at Atlanta. He's already locked in. Expect Blaney to stay there. Blaney is definitely improved, right? Top 10s pretty much every race, top 15 speed. So expect him to run well. Kyle Larson is in sixth, and if you watched this Richmond race expecting him to do well, you were mightily disappointed. I didn't mention him in my top picks of the week for Richmond, but I wanted to because he won there in 2017. But now that I'm looking at it, I'm glad I didn't because Kyle Larson did horrible. Finished 18th. He did really bad. Had no speed the whole race. But he's still 6 in points, locked in the playoffs with that win at Vegas. Chase Elliott is the last of the HMS drivers to have not won so far. Expect him to continue, though, to do very good. There's still 5 road courses left on the schedule. There's no reason for him not to run well. And he's 7th in points, if so. I know there's a lot of Chase Elliott fans, so don't start worrying yet. Kevin Harvick, 8th, right, wrecked at Richmond. Of course, Kevin Harvick, right? He is the top of the SHR drivers. We know SHR is not doing very well. I think he should make the playoffs. I don't know if he'll win. I said this in my predictions video at the beginning of the year. I don't know. I really don't know what to think of Kevin Harvick. So I don't really know how he'll do for the rest of the season. I expect him to get like 2 wins. I think I said 2 or 3 wins at the end of the regular season, so we'll see. Brad Kozlowski's 9th. He does great every week. Christopher Bell 10th. Of course, he's doing very well in his second season. Got a, I think, 4th place finish at Richmond, so he's doing very well. Very impressive. Kyle Busch is in 11th, right? Kyle Busch is not doing super great. I mean, it's not as bad as last season, but it's very similar to Elliott was running. He's not putting up the greatest results. I think he finished like a low top 10 position, finished 10th at Martinsville. I think he finished like 8th at Richmond, so putting down lower top 10 finishes. Austin Dillon is probably the highest, most surprising driver that hasn't gotten a win, right? Running 12th. I've seen a lot of people not talk about him. I've seen people talk about Ricky Stenhouse, Chris Buescher, Ryan Newman, Matt Benedetto. I haven't seen many people talk about Austin Dillon, and it's probably because they think he's going to fall out. But he's currently 35 points above the playoff cut line, which is Chris Buescher and Kurt Busch. So Kurt Busch is the last driver in the playoff position. Chris Buescher is the first one out. It is a 10-point gap between those two. Austin Dillon, if he keeps up these consistent finishes, might be able to sneak his way in. Alex Bowman locked in himself. He's 13th in points, right? Entered this race 16th, so he wasn't going to skyrocket up through the points, especially this late in the season, right? 9 races in. You're not going to gain too many positions from a win, but again, he's going to keep building on this consistency. Rookie Stenhouse Jr. is 14th in points, 15th on the cutoff line. I don't know what to expect from Ricky. He runs like top 15 every race. I don't remember where he finished here. I think he finished like 18th. So who knows what Stenhouse. However, him and Hamlin are the only drivers who have not finished outside the top 20. And if we look at DNFs, I am gonna talk about who does not have a DNF because I just like looking at that. Because that is gonna be interesting. Kurt Busch is the final non-winning playoff driver. He is 10 points above the cutoff line over Chris Buescher. He got his best finish since, I think it was Las Vegas or Homestead, a 14th. He's definitely not doing great, but I did say, if you remember what I said in my predictions video, I don't think he's going to win this season. I don't think he's going to make the playoffs this season. So maybe that might happen. Chris Buescher's out by 10. He did pretty bad at Richmond, so I don't know what to expect. It seems Buescher's doing. Roush Fenway as a whole is doing better on the bigger tracks. Ryan Newman is 19th in points, so we'll see if Roush Fenway can keep this up. Matt Benedetto is currently pretty far out of the playoff cutoff line, right? But he had that great run at Richmond, put up a 9th place finish. Yeah, he's 39 points out of the cutoff line. He's doing great, right? He's building up that momentum. Definitely doing what Almirola wishes he could have done earlier. He's doing fine. I think he'll be fine. I forgot to mention Michael Mcdowell. I'm not mentioning Michael Mcdowell until I start talking about wins. But Michael McDowell's 17th in points, right? He's locked in currently as we speak. Bubba Wallace is 20th. He's the final driver out of 20th, right? Did not have a good run at Richmond. I think he'll pick it up. That's a new team. They're still building. Let's look at that. I'm just going to briefly go through. Ryan Preece, 21st. Tyler Reddick, 22nd. Daniel Suarez, 23rd. Ross Chastain, 24th. Cole Custer, 25th. Eric Jones, 26th. Eric Almirola, 27th. Only gained one position over his teammate Chase Briscoe, at 28th, Corey LaJoie 29th, and Anthony Alfredo 30th. Those are the drivers in the top 30, plus some other drivers, right? Joey Gase, Josh Bilicki, Quinn Huff. So, let's talk about wins, right? We have to quickly mention about wins. There are 8 drivers locked in, and I was doing the math. Assuming that we have our normal people win, we're going to be at 14 winners. And by normal people, I consider it to be Denny Hamlin, Chase Elliott, Kevin Harvick, Brad Kozlowski, Kyle Busch. and I think it's Kurt Busch. I don't remember if I included him or not. But if those guys win, we're at 14 different winners. That leaves us room for 2 more. We still have 2 plate tracks and 5 road courses. Anything can happen. Look at the drivers that have still not won that are kind of underdogs. Austin Dillon, Ricky Stenhouse, Chris Buescher, Matt Benedetto. Even Eric Almirola put up a 6th place, or no, I think like a 6th place finish or something like that. That's always potential. So really, it's going to come down to what we see later on in this season. Finally, drivers that have not gotten a DNF. Last year, the only driver who didn't get a DNF was Kevin Harvick. It was Kevin Harvick and Daniel Suarez all the way up till Daytona, and then Daytona, Daniel Suarez DNF finished with 2 DNFs that season. Denny Hamlin, Martin Truex, William Byron, Kyle Larson, Kevin Harvick, Austin Dillon, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Cole Custer, and Chase Briscoe are the only drivers who have not DNF'd this season that are full-time, not counting Joey Gase. So watch out for those drivers at Talladega. No, that's 2 SHR or 3 SHR drivers that have not DNFs. That's pretty good. So watch out for those drivers to see if they DNF. I like to keep track of that. But that's it. Tell me if you want to see this for the 18th race of the season, right? We'll have 8 races to go. I think I might do that because we're halfway through the season. If you wanted to try something new, don't worry. Race reviews are going to come back on next Monday. Wednesday, top picks of the week for Talladega. Diecast review on Friday. Thank you. And remember, you can use code SOREN72 to get free shipping off all orders $20 or more when you order from Circle B Diecast. It's a great deal. You save $5 on shipping. Also, follow me on Twitter if you want @ReviewSoren. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Goodbye.